So I do have this really annoying habit, and I've edited it out of every video, but I'm gonna give you a quick little medley of this annoying habit right now. So it's embarrassing, but just watch this shit and don't laugh at me too hard. Cause anyway, just watch this shit. Roll the shit. Another thing I wanted to address right quick. I still have to actually call on that. It was like, what'd I tell you? Isn't that shitty? Isn't that whack? Who does that? I don't even know that I'm doing it. It just happens. And then I go to edit the videos and I'm listening and there's all these little clicks and what the fuck is that? Who does that? God, I'm old. Anyway, all right, back to the video. What up, everybody? Coming back to you live from the garage. I'm in here today with the garage pups. There's 3 of the garage pups. There's another garage pup. The other garage pup is in the house because she doesn't like to be a garage pup. Today, what is that? Oh, we got the ack in here. And as you see, I've already begun peeling the Plasti-Dip. This is the trunk piece. Look at that. It's nice. It peeled pretty good. I do have a little bit of dip around the edges here. Some that's stuck to it still. I'll get that off later on. Not gonna worry about that. The emblem didn't peel very well, so I'll get that off later on. This condition of this paint is pretty much the way it was when I initially sprayed this back in 2014. So that tells me that the Plasti-Dip is awesome and it protected the paint. So while I'm in here, I'm gonna do some peeling. And while I peel, I'm gonna talk to you. So I was driving the truck while moving the truck to get this Acura in, and I was looking at the wiring under the dash for the lights for my LED strips everywhere, and I installed those long before I started building police cars, so my 12 volt knowledge was subpar. Wasn't great, wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So that being said, I need to redo that wiring, and it's bothering me because it kind of just hangs under the dash. I'll show you another time. I'm working these graveyard shifts, 12-hour graveyards, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And these things are kicking my butt. So my brain is mush. So you're gonna have to forgive me, bear with me. But I have 6 more left. I have tonight, tomorrow night, and 4 next week. And then I go back to days for 2 months. And then back to graves for 2 months. So this will be my new schedule. Hopefully it's a temporary thing, but odds are this is gonna be a permanent thing. So that being said, I will do my best to, I'm gonna keep making videos. That's not gonna be an issue. It's just the content might be a little, no, the content will be the same. I actually have costumes now to start working on more videos for my other channel, Captain Ridiculous Wits. I'm gonna start making some more skits, some more comedy, if you will. Make people smile, make people laugh. And I'm also going to be filming more puppy content over there. So I expect the content to grow, if you will. Oh, come on. Got to take that tail light out. So I figured, well, I had this in the garage. Let's start peeling the dip. Now the dip on the roof is going to remain because the roof was in bad shape. It was actually sanded before we sprayed it. But the paint on all the rest of this is pretty good. So I'm just gonna peel all the rest of this. And look at that, that's beautiful. I'm gonna peel all the rest of this. There's the other shop puppy. Peel the rest of this dip off around the doors, the sides, trunk. I'm gonna leave the hood and the roof. The roof, like I said. I might actually get another gallon of dip to refresh this. Spray another gallon of black up here and another gallon of black on here. Just to refresh them because it's feeling a little bit rough right here, like sun cracked. So that's gonna be awful if somebody tries to peel it. You can see I got a little bit of peel up right here. I don't know if I want to expose the original plastic, so just leave it like that. I'd probably just leave that like that. Maybe touch that up. But yeah, this is what it looked like before, and it will look amazing when it's peeled. But yeah, it's finally in the garage, so we can actually start working on it, ordering parts. I know I keep saying that, but it's gonna happen now. This clusterfuck will all be dealt with very, very soon. Probably in a couple days, we're gonna have a garage sale, so I can sell off this and sell off that and sell off this. The only thing in this pile that's gonna stay is the Subaru spares. I don't know if I want to sell it. If somebody makes an offer on those, I mean, if somebody even wants them, you can come get them. Otherwise, they're going to go up north to the motherland with Colin, well, into the car. I have to actually drive up there and get a whole bunch of parts out of that car that we took up to the motherland. So I'll probably just take those with me if that's the case. But I also have all this crap here in the corner, which, I don't know, Probably get rid of that. I don't really need the intake. Keep the light, that comes in handy. Keep this, that comes in handy. The fans, you never know. I don't really need this, but I'll hang on to it because it's in good shape. Those, I don't know if they're good or bad, so I'm going to hang on to those for the time being. This is ugly, but I did order some gaskets to replace those. Look at this, just peel everywhere, man. This will look so nice when it's peeled though. And then I'm going to get the wing. I'm going to get the Type S wing for this bad boy. I'm going to look into an LED third brake light. I'm going to obviously have to replace those tail lights. Those are junk. They're in bad shape. I don't want to replace either of the bumpers, so I'm not going to do that. I don't want to replace that muffler, so it's going to stay. Inside, you can see in there's no hatch cover, so I'm going to get that hard hatch cover. I was thinking about the brakes, but the brakes are fine. Struts are good. Got to do the radiator. I have an exhaust leak. I heard that yesterday. I might do the windshield. I don't know. It's cracked and ugly in a few places, but I might just leave that. Definitely going to do the seats because of all this dog shit, you know, old age. But yeah, maybe get some racing bucket seats for the front. I need to replace these visors because they're junk, and the steering wheel because look at that. That's seen better days. So that's the plan. Oh, we got to do the rear hubs, bearings. And I have some parts down there on the floorboard. You can probably see right there. Some more steering components and whatnot. I may have to replace the rack and pinion. I'm probably just going to go ahead and do that anyway to be safe because the steering is shit and the AC is shit. So I need a new compressor. So that's the plan for the act. The plan for the truck, like I said, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to do the wiring for the lights. I'm going to plant the lights in the dash better than they are, or well, all over the truck. Use the same lights, just going to do a better job of putting them in there. And this bad boy, you can see, has separated from the foam. The speaker's great. The speaker bumps good, but it's separated from the foam, which I kind of fucked up even more by putting RTV silicone on it. So what I'm going to do is take the rest of this off. And I got a refoaming kit right there for it. So I'll rebuild that speaker and we'll build a fiberglass box under the rear seat of the truck. So it'll be just a mild little system, but it'll bump good. So it's a plan for the truck. I'm still waiting on the struts, the airbags to be finished for the XB. Hopefully I get all these other projects done before those come in, which I'm hoping, well, it's probably going to be in the next couple of months. But after I'm done with what I just said on the truck, after I'm done getting the orange car running good, fix that stupid shit, and then get this one finished and out of here. Then we're going to pull that in. We're going to gut it, strip it down, put it up on blocks, well, on jack stands, and we're going to start on that. There's going to be so much. That's going to be a long video series because there's going to be, I got to build a custom box. We're going to do lights everywhere. We're going to do all kinds of accessories. We're going to do custom amp mounts. We're going to do the airbag air ride system. We're going to do touch-up paint on the outside. I got to fix all those clear coat runs, and we got to paint the bottom of the bumper right there. You can see those blues. Got to paint those to match this paint. So that is what's coming up on that. So yeah, there's a whole lot coming up content-wise on here for the TOY-bBOX Garage. Master of None, I've got a balloon video from the 50th anniversary of the Balloon Fiesta. Just stuff I filmed from the front porch. It's not going to be a long video. I don't think. It's just going to be a little bit of pictures and a couple short clips that I filmed, just so you can see what it's like to experience the Balloon Fiesta here in Albuquerque. It's a really cool thing. I lived here forever, my whole life in New Mexico, and seen it hundreds of times, but it never gets old. It's really cool. This box is full of props and costumes. That is what I'm going to make skits with. And boy, do I have a bunch of skits. So that'll be fun. So yeah, we're going to have lots of content. But the skits will be on Captain Ridiculous Wits. Go ahead and click on this. That'll take you over there. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. There'll also be a link at the end of the video. Soon, I'm going to split Master of None with TOY-bBOX Garage. Instead of TOY-bBOX Garage being a playlist, it's going to be its own channel. And then Master of None will just be anything I do around the house or, you know, vlogs. So it'll be its own channel. The vlogs aren't going to be, I'm going to try to make them frequent, but they probably won't be as frequent as the videos in here in the garage on TOY-bBOX Garage. And the skits on Captain Ridiculous Wits, which I'm probably going to change that name of that channel too. That's a little ridiculous. I might just change it to Captain Ridiculous, or I might just change it to Ridiculous. I don't know. We'll see. But that's going to be not as frequent as the TOY-bBOX Garage is going to be the priority. I'm gonna work on cars first and foremost. So those videos are gonna be the most common and most frequently, regularly, hopefully every week, maybe even more frequent than that. But after I split the channels, I might try to start vlogging a little bit more, put that on. After I split the channel, I might start vlogging a little more. And actually in April, I've got a huge vlog. It's probably gonna be a 3, 4, 5, 10 video series. That's gonna be amazing. So you're gonna have to sit tight for that one. You're gonna love that one. I gotta stop saying sit tight. Anyway, I just wanted to make a real quick update video so you know where things are going and where things stand. Oh, there may be a 4th channel I'm creating. I might just throw that on Master of None though, but it's gonna have a different name. Anyway, we're gonna set that in this area right here. So the couch and this will be the backdrop. Camera setup here, probably a camera setup here, probably a camera setup from that angle, equipment on the table, and some other equipment set up around, some lights, real production. So you have to stay tuned to see what that's going to be. I can't even start setting that up until all of this yard sale stuff is dealt with and I get rid of this whole pile of crap, plus a whole bunch of crap from that side of the garage. So that's going to be more clear. We're going to have more space in here. Once we have more space in here, I'll be able to set up the thing that I'm talking about. That it should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that. So, skits on Captain Ridiculous Wits, plus more puppy stuff. Vlog on Master of None. TOY-bBOX Garage on its own channel. And possibly a 4th one, if not, maybe just tuned in with the vlogs on Master of None. Anyway, there you go. I've rambled on long enough, like I always do. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for telling your friends. Let's keep this going. Comment down below. Watch these videos and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends to subscribe. Let's go. You thought I was done. I thought I was done. I forgot I was in the middle of peeling this. So I'm going to set you right here and I'm going to continue peeling. Just want to show you what's like peeling the dip. The dip peeling. Come on. Man, I really got to set you up lower. I really got to get my tripods out so you can have better views of all this stuff. All right, let's see. That's good. And that, my friends, is why Plasti-Dip is awesome when done correctly. When done correctly, it peels off like it should. When people get cheap and say, oh, I just want to spray a gallon on my car. Those are the jobs I turn down because I know what the outcome is. The outcome is when they go to peel it, they're not going to be able to get anything off. And then they're going to blame me for not doing it right. When in reality, you were being too cheap. Don't blame me for you being too cheap. That's not the way this works. If you want it done by me, if you want me to dip your car, and I will be dipping a car. I'm not sure which one. The truck, I want a Raptor line, so that'll be one way of painting. The XB, I want paint. I want it the way it is, so we're gonna be painting with paint. The wheels, I'm gonna get a powder coater, and I'm gonna powder coat some of the wheels, so they'll be that way. And then we'll Plasti-Dip, so you'll see all the different ways of painting. Oh yeah, look at this. Put this down. Voila, look at that. So this is the back end removed. So when done correctly, it's fairly easy to remove. Now, this stuff that stuck right here is because we sanded the bumper down, because obviously the accident, the bumper's kind of not even in place correctly, so I'm gonna have to fix that. But you know, when you sand it down, the Plasti-Dip tends to stick a lot harder to it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that tail light off to get the rest of that dip out. But anyway, you can still get it off. It's just a lot harder. You have to use a dip remover or WD-40, which is what we will be using. We'll soak this everything like this that doesn't want to come off. I mean, it comes off, but it's in small little tatters, you know. So we'll spray it down with WD-40, and then we'll pressure wash it off like we're doing with the truck. So, but you know, for the most part, from the bottom, it's peeling fairly well. I mean, I guess I could have gone a little thicker on the sides here, but I worked with what I had, and it was better than most people who bring 1 gallon of dip to me and are like, oh, I want to paint my whole car with this 1 gallon of dip. I don't do that no more, because I know that it's not going to come out right, and you're going to have a hell of a time peeling it when it comes time to it, and then I'm going to get the blame. Oh yeah, he doesn't know how to do it. No, it's not that I don't know how to do it. It's that you're too cheap to just save the money and buy the entire kit like you should. Enough of a base coat. Like this, we use the gunmetallic gray. Enough of a top color, which we use the matte black. You know, this one has 6 gallons, if I'm not mistaken, on the car. And an additional gallon to touch up what messed up on the trunk and a couple other spots. So, you know, the more the merrier. If you spray a car like this with 10 gallons, you're cherry, you're golden. This thing will peel right off, no problems. You won't have any left behind. Anyway, so I'll continue to peel this little by little. Oh, look at that. He gnarly mashed that one. I don't think these wheels are going to peel very easily, because we didn't put as much as we did on the car, on the wheels. So I'm probably going to have to soak those in WD-40 as well. Let me see. Let me just see if I can get something started here. Yeah, no, I don't think this is going to work. So we'll soak these in WD-40 as well, and we'll get these wheels back to the color that they were. I think they're black and silver, like I said before, but anyway. All right, now you know where we stand. Now you know how things are going to go from here on out. And thank you again for watching. Thank you again for sharing. Thank you again for anybody who comments. Isaac, I see you, player. Thank you anybody who shares with their friends and tells their friends to subscribe. I really appreciate you all. Let's get this channel growing, man. Let's get it to the point where I can do some giveaways and get some merch and give that away, and you know, all that good stuff. Anyway, thanks again for watching. This is going to be my true outro. Tell your friends to subscribe. You subscribe, watch these videos, maybe this playlist. Subscribe down here to these 2 channels, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.